Ah,
Well,
well,
hey. Hey, buddy.
hi.
Welcome to the
Uh,
sixth episode of Rated R for
I'm so
Relatives.
tired.
I'm sick of people being tired. Stop being tired. I'm sick of being tired. This is the year of. Oh, I can turn off. I need to put my phone on D&D. Hold on. No, I'm like actually sick of being tired. Like, truthfully, like I
You
have
tell him.
been taking my irons. I have been taking my vitamins. I'm done being tired. No, truthfully, and I think also too a lot of it is like what's going on with me, like hormone wise. We talked
Right.
about that on the second episode, and
Yeah.
I I'm sick of it. Truthfully, that's not my rant. That's just the intro.
Yeah. And this is just the intro.
Have you been?
Pretty good, honestly. This week has been nice to me for the most part. I mean, I don't know. It's been like an average-ish week at work.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing too much to complain about. I've had a few realizations personally
Oh my
as
gosh, when don't you realize something?
every week. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I've been good. Thank you for asking.
I didn't even get to that yet. Jesus Christ.
I'm finding my ego back. Like
You can
I'm
tell.
I'm no, I I'm coming into my confidence because,
Right.
you know, a lot of my early 20s I just was so insecure because
Right.
of for vanity reasons, and I know that's stupid, but I mean,
Well, I mean,
that's part of
who
being a
yeah,
woman, and especially, and not saying men don't suffer that, but
right. It's definitely more of a woman's
it's
problem.
exactly. It's definitely more of a woman thing, and I don't know if this is true, but I could have sworn I read somewhere, I heard it. Women go through puberty every 7 years
Really?
from the start, right? Yeah, because I started puberty the year I turned 11,
Right.
and
Gee,
7
really?
yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That explains so
That's
much.
no. I was angry all the time.
I
And
did
my
not know this, like, at
no,
all.
well, because why
I
would I
was
tell
an
my little
oblivious
brother?
8-year-old. Like,
Right. I mean, like, why would I tell my little? No, Marcus is like, you guys. It's actually so funny. Marcus would wake up at 8 a.m. sharp every weekend and be downstairs, just like pretending he's a ninja. Not even kidding.
For like no
Like
reason.
with his fake samurai
Like a
swords.
Power Ranger
I
or
was gonna
whatever
say
the
like
hell.
because he was obsessed with the Power Rangers,
Oh
and
my god.
he would literally act like he was a Power Ranger.
Just jumping from couches. It's like 9
Exactly.
a.m.
I'm like pissed off because I'm bleeding, and I'm just like looking over, and this dude just jumping off the couches and spinning and like trying to hit me with his samurai swords. I'm like so I was I was so angsty. So I was 11, so 7 years
Right,
adding on to that, I'm 18,
right.
and oh my gosh, dude, like it's not even funny. Like I remember being 18 and
Not
being
kind
like,
to you.
no, I mean, at first it was well, actually, because I don't turn 18 until August, right? Because that's when my birthday is.
Turned.
Obvious.
You didn't. Turned. You are not 18.
Right? No, okay, hold on. Because here's the weird part. My birthday's in August.
Right,
That's the end of the summer,
right,
and I graduated high school when I was 17 because you
right,
graduate in May.
right,
So before that, I was having the best time of my life because again, I graduated high school. I looked at mom. I was like, I don't know what more you want from me. I'm gonna go out, and
right.
it was like my first time like going out to parties, being fun. And I turned 18, and everything just shifted. Like I became irritated with the world again, and honestly, I'm trying to navigate my way through that. So, and my body changed drastically. And that's a whole conversation within itself. Again, this is literally the intro.
Yeah, I mean,
But, I am now coming into feeling myself again, feeling my confidence again, because, like I said, I was very insecure.
hell yeah.
I'm excited. I'm
That's
excited
yeah,
for this entering my mid 20s because I turned 23 this year. Mid 20s is like 24, 25, 26, but
right.
still like entering the mid 20 range is exciting to me now. I love my
I
20s.
think it should be. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean,
I mean, I
that'd
don't
be.
love my 20s. We had a rough start, but I'm coming into and I'm so excited. Well, let's get started with relate to this rant.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
gonna act like I
yeah,
haven't been talking already for
yeah. I'm like, it's your already turn to go first anyway.
honestly, this is not really a rant in particular. Granted, like this past week, like I just mentioned earlier, like I'm coming into this new confidence in myself, and that part's great. However, this past week, I lost a patient. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not a nurse. I'm
right,
not an MA. I'm not any like clinical
right,
medical care at all. I'm not in that field. I am clerical though.
right,
And being a front desk receptionist, I mean, it's not even just that what I do. I don't just check people in. I don't just, you know, say hi and greet them. No, I run their insurance. I make sure they're making their copays and meeting their deductibles. Like, I'm in charge of that. Not solely me, other people are, of course, but very obvious. I'm not going to say the hospital name. I'm not going
right,
to say the department even that I work for. I'm not even going to talk about it too much because it's a HIPAA violation. I'm not going
right,
to do all that. I'm there when people are checking in for their consultations to be diagnosed with something. I'm there when people are, their first follow up of what their next steps are. I'm also a lot of the time scheduling their treatment of what they need. I've only been working there for about 4 or 5 months. And, this is my first time experiencing like getting attached to a patient, and noticing them and getting attached to their family, like who they bring with them to these appointments
right,
often. And it's sad. Like, it's very sad because it's like, I haven't seen this person in a while. Let me check, like, are they okay? And, deceased patient in bold letters just comes up and it's very hard. What I've learned too is that you could have 99 problems, but all of those 99 problems don't matter once you have a health problem. That becomes one
no, yeah,
and your only problem. And I have to say, like, working in the medical field, even though I'm not in it, I'm not treating people, I'm not, taking their blood or anything. I'm not doing anything that's, like I said, clinical,
right,
but it's still very eye opening to really be like, wow, like, you, we should not take life for granted at all. Because when it comes to health problems, they're not discriminatory. And it's crazy because when I got interviewed for this job, she did tell me, hey, just letting you know, you're going to experience maybe a lot of loss, like depending on how long you're here, if you choose to stay here for a long time. And she was saying there's some patients that are going to be in a bad mood that you're going to have to deal with because of what they're going through. There's patients that you'll never see again. And this is the first time I've experienced never seeing a patient again.
right,
And I think though it helps being in the medical field because you're not the only one going through those emotions.
right,
You know what I'm saying? Like, other people that work with you have also felt that way. So that's what helps a lot. And being able to talk about those things helps a lot.
of course. Which I mean, that's what we're here for.
Yeah, exactly. That's why we have this to talk
That's
about
why we
them.
have all 12 of you guys.
Yeah, 15.
Oh, really? We've grown.
Yeah,
Hi.
we have 15 subscribers. But that was my rant. What about yours?
I mean, well, on a slightly lighter note, I will say like my week has just been it's been kind of funny, I guess, just because like I've had like a pretty average week at work. Nothing really major's been going on.
Mm-hmm.
We've had a couple of like new people start with us, which like they're not, they're pretty nice. Like,
That's your way of being like, they're nice, but they're bad at their job, but they
oh,
are new,
well,
Marcus.
it's not even that. Okay, here's like the thing, right? Because one of them is really sweet. She seems very nice. Like she's just like a chill like person. Like
Mm-hmm.
she seems like a very nice like I want to say girl, a very nice woman.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like a very nice woman. Um, and then the other one is this guy. And don't get me wrong, again, like he seems fine. He's doing fine at the job,
Mm-hmm.
but he just doesn't. It's like he doesn't seem to fit with the vibe. Okay, so within our team, we're all very like we're like I don't even want to say just very close because like obviously like we're still like coworkers, but like we joke, we like have banter. There's like inside jokes, whatever. There's comment. We talk like we play music in like our routes to places like whatever because we all drive together like
Mm-hmm.
all this stuff like we bond like you know what I mean and he just doesn't seem like the type for that. Like, he just seems like he's there, get through the day, get his job done, leave.
Well, that's not a bad thing.
Well, you're right, but it is for our work culture
How old is
because
he? Sorry.
I have no idea, to be honest with
Well,
you.
how old does he look?
Yeah, I was gonna say he's not old. There's no way he's older than like 24, maybe 25.
Oh, then yeah, I think that's a little.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this isn't a kid. Like, this isn't a grown ass man either who's
Right.
like old and just looking to get through the day or like whatever. Like, this is a regular dude who should be like, I don't
Bonding
know,
with you
yeah,
guys.
or like adjust. Like, because here's the thing. This is what we hold our work culture very very highly
Mm-hmm.
because we're all like our company treats us well.
Right.
We treat us well, like hell. One of our directors is taking us out for a group bonding activity on Wednesday.
Oh,
Like, yeah,
really?
we're going like axe throwing, I think, or
Oh,
something.
see, and that's fun.
Like, and even then, that's like most of the companies doing that.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting this because our team is just crushing it. Like,
Right.
as
It's
far as like
earned
how
for
right,
sure.
exactly. But that's my point.
Mm-hmm.
Is we're getting these things because of the culture we have. We do this. We outperform almost everyone else in the company
Right.
because we have this culture within our team of
Mm-hmm.
we're close and we bond and we have
Yeah.
banter and we're like people with each other. Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? So that's just that, which again, it's his first week.
I was like, oh
I'm not
my, it's his first week.
hey man, I can tell vibes off a rip. I do
I
not
mean,
care.
so can
Like,
I, but
you know what I mean? But
Marcus,
this is what I'm
let this guy get
that's yes,
comfortable.
and that's what I'm saying though. If you let me get to that, I'm
So,
ranting.
sorry.
Like, I do want to give him the chance to obviously, yes, get comfortable and whatnot. Give him a couple of weeks.
A
See if
couple of
this
weeks. Give him at least two
see if you
months.
fuck that. 2 months?
Well, is this
What
someone
is
that?
this? A relationship?
Well,
No, I have
no.
to get to know if this guy's gonna fit in or
Honestly,
not.
though, I
Like,
mean, maybe that's like a little bit of a debate because you are with your coworkers more than you are with your family typically.
well, yeah, but like
It-
in the same sense of the word too, there's a line to be drawn in some places,
Right, of
obviously.
course, it's a workplace. You have to
Right.
keep it professional. What if this guy is like, just had a bad experience before and he's just feeling the vibes and
Bring
seeing
it
if
somewhere else.
Marcus just like I get what you're saying about this coworker, but give him time, dude. A
I'm
week?
going to. I'm going to. I'm going to. We will see how we'll update next week on how on how it's going. But besides that, that aside, other thing has just been me putting out the vlogs I've been meaning to because
Uh-huh, yeah.
I finally put out one of them that I had edited whatnot, which like probably the least views that I've gotten I think since
It's
I've
because you're
I
inconsistent.
know, and I need to get consistent, especially because I have like 3, 4 people hounding me about like releasing the vlog that I filmed on New Year's Eve because I have not released it yet. I
Oh
haven't,
my god, you're so
uh,
annoying. Just release
and
it.
I need it's an hour's worth of footage that I need to cut down to at least 8 minutes.
Oh, you want to complain about hours of footage that you have to edit? Dude, I edit this entire
You don't have to
podcast.
cut down to 8 minutes though.
You don't have to
Eight
cut down to
minutes.
8 minutes
Yes,
either.
I do. For a
Why?
vlog format, it still has to be somewhat of a short form. I can't be filming like a
I've
15-minute long vlog.
I've watched 15-minute I've watched an hour vlog.
I don't have that much of a captive audience yet. When I have that, that's when I can
I mean,
start with that. You know
when
what
I
I mean?
edit, I mean, me personally, when I
Mm.
edit, I don't care about the longevity of how long it is in the ending. You know what I mean? As long as everything that's in there is intentional and
But
makes
that's what I mean
sense.
is like everything in there that like I have to cut down. I'm like, well, this wasn't really worth it. Yeah, this was funny, but it's like not more funnier than this. Yeah, this is the, but it's also kind of the same as what happened like 5 minutes prior. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Mm.
and like, there's a lot of stuff that goes into that. Like, which I don't even. Some people making movies, god damn, I don't know how teams of editors like coordinate for certain things. It's insane.
Well, that's what
But
I'm saying. Imagine like the arguments you get into with your other editors of like, no, this shot should be in it.
right,
No, this
you're
one.
right.
No, we have to keep that in. You know what I
And
mean?
that's my thing too, like as a director trusting other people to incorporate your
Oh my
vision.
gosh.
I have
Yes, the
never
trust.
I have that's my thing. I would love for someone to be my camera person. Would
Hmm.
love it. But I don't know if I can trust another person to see things and shoot things the way that I would.
Well, that's how I feel about editing. It's a lot to chop down. And I'm over here thinking, like, this is why people get editors.
No,
But
literally.
but my thing is, I don't think I can trust another person to edit the way that I do. And not saying that my editing skills are so amazing, but it's to like,
To trust the way you want to put out things. Yeah,
yes,
like,
exactly. All of those things, all of the editing, the background stuff, you really have to get a team that you trust.
oh yeah, no, like I wouldn't have it any
And I
other
would love
way.
to sit down with a director in general, like one of these days, because who knows where this podcast takes us, and talk about that and talk about finding that trust within your team.
No, yeah, because like I feel like it's not talked about a lot at all.
Exactly. Or even as an actor, I remember when we would talk to other actors that have been in many films and
Right.
many shows, and we would like, and they would kind of like vent out a little bit of like, yeah, no, like I know I had a better take than that. I hate that they like
Right.
put that one in. And as an actor, you also have to trust the production team.
I definitely need to get more streamlined with my process in how I'm doing all these things.
Yeah, you need
And
to
like,
get a routine.
yeah, definitely.
Because I remember when I used to vlog,
Right.
which I miss it. I would love to continue to vlog, but it's like my life's not interesting enough. You know, you're just gonna see me wake up at 3 in the morning and go to work, and that's it. but I remember every day after, because I would film like for weekly vlogs, right? I would film every day for that week, and I would edit it and post it at the end of every week.
Right.
So all the footage that I got from that day, I edit that. Like I was just constantly editing.
Right.
Every day before I went to bed, I need to edit this day, and then we can move on. That way I'm not editing it all at once and it becomes overwhelming. And then at that point, it becomes no longer fun.
Right. Exactly.
And that's what I'm trying to say about this podcast. Like, I love doing this with you, and I love what we do right now, and
Right.
it's fun, and I look forward to it every week. But when I'm in the editing process, I'm like,
no, yeah.
I don't want to do this anymore. This is not fun anymore. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
And not only that, but it also is a little hindering. I mean, not that we care about numbers at all. Like,
Right.
you know, that's not that's not what I'm saying. When I go on YouTube, like Studio, and it shows you the statistics, our average watch time is 10 minutes. So if you have any feedback of what it is that you want us to talk about, things that you want us to improve the podcast to be better or
You
more
want us to take
entertaining for
things out,
you,
maybe.
yeah, if you guys want us, if you're like, this segment's a little boring,
Yeah.
maybe we should like not talk about it anymore. Things like that. Like, please just
Maybe we need an intro.
like let us know, because I mean, of course, like even though we do have 15 subscribers, which is great within a month, I think that's great.
I think honestly, 15 subscribers within a month isn't too bad.
Yeah, I don't think it's too bad, you know, but
I think that's pretty great. And obviously we're very grateful for all of you.
Exactly. We're very grateful for the 15 people that have their post notifications on when we post and tune in to our episodes. So your feedback is important.
Very.
So if there's something that we're doing that you guys are like, can we just skip this, or can we do without it? That'd be great.
Let us know.
Please.
But with all that being said, we can get on to our next segment of For Cinema.
So, yeah. Diving into For Cinema, it's my turn to go first this week.
Indeed it is.
The movie you assigned me was Mid90s.
Mid90s, yeah. Which, honestly, this is one of actually my favorites that I think is actually pretty underrated. So I really hope you like this one.
I liked it, but we're going to get into my overall rating and why I knocked off a couple of stars.
Okay.
First and foremost, I'm a sucker for anything that's A24. I love A24 films. I think A24 is one of those productions that can basically execute films so well, and it doesn't fail at all. You know what I mean? I'm sure there's some bad A24 movies, but even then, like cinematically, A24 as a production,
it's always an
is
enjoyable
great.
film.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean?
At some capacity. But I love when A24 does indie films.
Right.
I love indie films, low budget films so much. 13 Kids, The Florida Project. Like, I love low budget films.
Right.
And it just feels natural. You know what I mean? Like, I get it, they're actors, but there's something about it that it's like, I don't want to say a comfort, because a lot of these indie films are dark, but the way that it's shot, the editing of it all, really is a comforting thing to watch. Like
Right.
there's
It feels so raw.
yeah,
That's what it
exactly
is.
raw.
Yeah.
It feels really raw. Like Lady Bird is another one.
Mm.
Yes, God, Yes is another one. I'm just naming like so many that are just so good. If you guys haven't watched them, what impressed me about this film is that they were able to capture the '90s essence so well. I mean, we weren't there.
Right.
We were born in the early 2000s, but we love the '90s. Obviously, we grew up. Our mother was a teenager in the '90s, so
Right.
we grew up listening to a lot of '90s music, watching a lot of '90s movies and shows, and like my mom just had a camera, a digital camera, and she would take so many pictures. She has many albums. Our mom has like 5
Hmm.
albums, I think,
Of just
of
like
like so thick too. Like they're like so large.
binders.
Yeah,
Like,
full on binders of so many old pictures from high school, from her childhood. And not just that, I remember she like would bring a camera to high school, like,
right.
and she would film, and we would watch them, and it's just amazing. So we
Right.
know what that looks like.
Right.
We know what that type of media looks like. Our Willow as well, like his camera, he would film like a lot of our family events.
Right.
So we know what the '90s looks like. We know it so well that when it gets represented in film, we can pinpoint of like they executed this very well
Right.
or they didn't. And in this film, they did, in my opinion. Well, getting into my review, overall 3 stars.
Interesting.
Yeah, and I'm gonna talk about that. The reason why I knocked 2 stars off was because the scene where Stevie and his friends were at a kickback, and one of the girls that was there takes Stevie into the bedroom, and they do inappropriate
Right. It's
things.
played by Alexa Demie.
Yeah, Alexa Demie is the actor in this scene, and she got a lot of backlash when this movie was popular. And uh, here's the thing: it's not the actor's fault. We talked about that last episode. Like a lot of
Right.
these things, it's genuinely also too like this is a minor. We know that when minors are on set, nothing gets done that isn't, especially now, nothing gets done without a parental consent. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I know, of course.
So I feel like if we're blaming anybody, maybe we should blame the parents for being like, yeah, I'm okay with my son doing that. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Because it made me uncomfortable watching it. And I feel like we didn't need to see that at all. Um, Even though in a way it was kind of detrimental to the plot, like if this was a scene that needed to be in the movie to showcase Stevie's loss of innocence, in my opinion, there are ways to showcase that without it being so like
Well,
graphically
you
shown.
see, like it was a progression though,
Right.
which we saw that, and that
Right.
was part of that progression.
Because another thing that when I was watching this, another thing that honestly a little bit disturbed me was the abuse that he endured from his older brother.
Mm-hmm.
First scene is him literally beating up his brother, and graphically too. Like it's not like a few like pushes and
No, he's
shoves
like
and like
getting the shit beat out of
he's
him.
literally getting the shit beat out of him, and it's so hard to watch because it doesn't happen just in the beginning of the movie. It happens periodically because we see in the beginning of this movie that he almost admires his older brother. When his older brother leaves to wherever, and he uses that as an opportunity to go into his room and like look at all the stuff that he has. But then we later on find out that the reason why he's even in his older brother's room is because it's his older brother's birthday. So he's trying to find things that his brother likes so he can get him a gift.
Right.
And when it comes to him giving the older brother a gift, he doesn't even say thank you. He just opens it and just tosses it aside, which is like so sad. And the entire time I'm like thinking to myself, why isn't the mother like telling him like, can you at least say thank you? Like, look at what he did for you. Like, and throughout the movie, we later on realize his older brother starts to explain to Stevie that the mom that you had, the mom that you have right now, that's not the mom that I had.
Right.
She's a completely different person, and you have no idea. And we are shown the resentment that he has. I'm not justifying his behavior towards his little brother, but at least we have a reason.
Right.
Because I remember, because I was watching this, and I was like, what is dude's problem? Like, what is your problem?
Mm-hmm.
And We find out why. I think it's a great representation of the male phases, I guess. You know what I mean? Like you go from this young, innocent kid to being this angry person with a chip on your shoulder. This film does a great job in representing that in all of these male characters.
Mhm.
While it was a hard watch at times, it made sense to me. And I get why the target audience, I guess, for this would be men and young men in general. Someone on Letterboxd made a joke of like, this is like this is part of the Zoomies employee training watch. Like you they have to watch this movie before they can work there. But
That's an accurate description, I feel like.
right, because going into my fun facts, actually, Jonah Hill, who obviously wrote and directed this film, which when I saw Jonah Hill's name, I was like, okay, like this was his directional debut, actually.
Mhm.
He gave the main cast iPods with a playlist of his favorite 90s songs and held movie nights of 90s films so that they can get the feel of what it was like to be in that era, which I
Mhm.
feel like is great. I feel like a lot of directors, when they're filming like period
Period pieces,
pieces,
yeah.
yeah, they should do this. The other only fact that I have about it is that the car that they get into a car accident, spoilers, sorry, maybe I should have prefaced that. Spoilers, in the end, they get into a car accident. And the car that they get into a car accident in is the same model of the car that Jonah Hill also got into a car accident when he was younger.
Mhm.
And I wanted to like see like, is this based off of Jonah Hill's
A lot of
life?
it is, yeah.
Well, actually, the research that I've done and the interviews that he's done talking about this movie, it's not typically based on his life, but it is influenced of his environment growing up. Because I guess he used to be like a huge skater when he was
Mhm.
younger. So it's based off of the friends that he had and again the lifestyle that he had. And speaking of the skating part, so for those of you who haven't watched Mid90s, skating is a big huge thing in this film
Yeah.
because the group of kids that Stevie hangs out with are like these rebel skaters. And Jonah Hill's goal was to actually hire skaters, like professional skaters, and teach them how to act. You know, and that's what was important to him in this film because again, it goes back to these types of indie films feeling raw and
Right.
real. Because when I was watching this film too, I the dialogue of it all, it felt natural. Like it didn't feel like someone was responding to the other person. It felt like they honestly were like, just talk about random shit and
No,
we're gonna
yeah.
film it. You get what I mean? And I like when films feel that way. And I that's really a common denominator in indie films. But going back to my review, that's why I knocked off 2 stars. It's just there's certain things in here that I feel like could have been represented a little bit differently. And it's just hearing like I think because I keep going back to how the brother was beating on him, and I just your older sister, I couldn't imagine beating on you like that. Like we fought, of course, but
That's what makes these films good, though, is like the confrontation of things that like
right,
aren't
right,
like
and not everything shown on screen is meant to be a comfortable watch.
right.
And if you do watch Mid90s, I mean, it's a great film to watch, but proceed with caution.
Which I mean, I like this film. To me, this is a very important film. It's a film I
Mm-hmm.
think every young boy should watch.
Oh, for
Honestly,
sure.
like it's up there in my coming of age movies. Definitely, like
Yeah, I highly
it
agree.
it's a masterpiece. Like you said, it's shot beautifully. It is.
Mhm.
I think it's great, and like I said, it's one of my favorites. To be honest with you, because of how accurate most of the representation is
Mhm.
and just like how I felt watching this film for the first time in high
Yeah.
school, I'll never forget. Like it was like
Yeah.
it made me feel nostalgic even for just being in middle school when I started to grow up because like yeah, these things happen and
Mhm.
I mean, granted not everything is always ideal, but sometimes you like it's sometimes you look back on the time where you were that kid
Mhm.
trying to just find out who you are
Right.
and like what's to do in this world basically.
Right.
So yeah,
And
it's a good
yeah.
one. And
And I don't know what it's called, but like it's not filmed in widescreen or full screen. It's filmed in like it's a square. I don't know how to
I
explain it.
forget what that's called too, but yeah,
But and I liked that. I really
because
did
it's
like
90s.
because
Yeah,
it's a
it's
90s esque film, you know what
right.
I mean? Like that's how things were actually
And
shot.
it's like the camcorder thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. It's
but
It's great. The
but
cinematography gets an A+ for me. I know we sound like a broken record talking about it, but it's good. It's detrimental
it's good.
to the films in general. Cinematography is so important,
It
and
is.
it really nailed it on the head on this,
It really did.
for
But
sure.
I'm glad you at least liked it for the most
Yeah,
part.
I liked it. I just
So
didn't love it, you
right.
know? Let's move on to yours, and I'm so excited
God,
because
just I just
it's so funny too, because you, like, give me these, like, deep, like, movies, you know,
yeah.
and I give you another Cinderella story.
Like, I would say this one definitely leaves little room for words.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, in all honesty, it is a fun movie.
Mhm.
You know, I could see the appeal to it. I could see why so many young women watched it,
Yeah,
in
and
their
we're
youth.
obsessed with it.
Yeah, no, like it's probably like their version of like like a superhero movie being told out
I
multiple
mean,
times. Like we got Spider-Man multiple times. I would assume that's
right,
your guys' version of that.
of,
Like
like, Cinderella being told multiple
yeah,
times in
like
different variations,
yeah, or
yeah.
like whatever. Like I can see that, you
Mhm.
know, like maybe this is like my fault too, because like I can't like not attach like watching this as like some like kitschy like Disney movie that's on
But it's
screen.
crazy too because,
It's
it's
not.
not a
It's a
Disney movie.
Warner actually
Yeah,
movie.
it's a Warner Bros. Movie.
It's a Warner premiere, like which is
Mhm.
like their subsidiary
Oh,
production.
yeah.
But
My bad.
yeah, but no, yeah, like it's still like a Warner Brothers property
Mhm.
that made this. So I
Right.
thought it was like really funny and like weird
Mhm.
when that title came up. But in general, there was some like really nice choreography in the movie.
Yes.
Obviously, there were nice moments like the cleaning and dancing scene that they had together. That
Mhm.
was good. It's fun.
I love this film because of the comedy of
Right,
it.
and that's why I will say, like, it did gain quite a few points for me for, like, the comedy in the film. It was really funny to watch. I forget his first name, but Seeley,
Drew Seeley.
yeah, Drew Seeley, yeah.
Mhm.
Drew Seeley's character in the movie, it was honestly really funny. In my opinion, like, the most intentionally
Uh-huh.
funny part of the movie, honestly.
Yeah.
Him and his best friend, the funk, and
Oh my gosh.
yeah.
I love the funk and, Mary's best friend in this movie.
Yeah.
I love
Which I
them.
didn't even know that was, Jessica Parker Kennedy, which she's in quite a few other things actually,
Oh,
but
really?
she actually had a prominent role in the Flash TV series.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
that's the only
interesting.
she played, Barry Allen's daughter. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people when they watch this movie, they're like, "I really wanted to see more of their
No,
relationship,"
yeah,
because
right? Like
I really like them in here too.
it was a really fun dynamic to watch between them personally.
Mhm.
I even just liked her character
Yeah,
in
her character is
general.
so funny.
It is a very enjoyable movie. Don't get me wrong. I can see why a lot of young women like this movie.
Mhm.
Like honestly, like I don't have much to say obviously about the story because it was plain cut and dry. Like
Right.
we've been told it a bunch of times. It's been told in a modern aspect.
Yes.
The writing in general, obviously, like it was honestly pretty good for what it was.
Mhm.
It was done really well. I thought it was pretty funny. They made a lot of things like make sense pretty quickly and like one thing I did like about this movie that I did notice um the exposition was pretty quick. Like
Right.
you really like you know why she's with this heinous woman off the rip,
Yeah.
like you know what I
Jane
mean?
Lynch is so
Which
good.
she is honestly almost she was almost my favorite part in this movie, honestly, because she is
Actually, she
so
is
good
my
in
favorite
the
part. She's actually such an
like
icon. Like,
like
she
she plays this like evil just stepmother role so
I mean,
well,
it's
and I
not
think
even
it's
just the stepmother role. It's the role of, like,
like,
her being a,
this
like,
old diva that
not
like
even just that, but this washed up
right,
old
this
diva.
washed up old
And oh my gosh, the satire, like I said, like we've mentioned this before. This genre of satirical
right.
Hollywood and just LA in general of the industry being told in films is one of my favorite genres of film
Right,
because it's so funny.
it
Like
is, it is. It's
there's different modern tellings of this. Like we
right.
have the Hilary Duff one.
There's 6 of these.
Really? I didn't know there was that
I
many.
didn't know either until I looked on when I was looking up facts and whatnot. There is 6 of these Another Cinderella Story is from the first one
Uh-huh.
with
Hilary Duff and Chad Michael Murray.
yeah.
And this second one came from with Selena Gomez and Drew Seeley, and then
Mhm.
the third one is Lucy Hale, and I forgot who her co-star is in this. But
Mm,
those are the only three that I've watched. I've only watched the Hilary Duff one, the Selena Gomez one, and the Lucy Hale one. And out of
yeah, no.
all of them, the Selena Gomez one is my
Which,
favorite.
I mean, obviously I haven't seen any of them, but
I was gonna make you watch at least the 3 of them
I would
because I watched those ones and I have you like rank them, but that would have been too much because this one's just my favorite, honestly.
right. And
I
I
think
mean,
all of them, you don't have to watch one to get the other.
oh yeah, no, well yeah, not at all. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, and I just like the, I guess the Hispanic representation in this too. I thought was
See,
pretty fun, like
yeah.
especially for 2008. Like
Yeah.
this was pretty slightly ahead of its time in a way. Like I thought it
Yeah.
was pretty nice to see. The stepsisters were
Oh my
honestly,
gosh.
they were hilarious. They were like the funniest unintentional thing about the movie was like just the one with the braces
Oh my gosh,
too.
my favorite my favorite part is when like he's trying to find who the
You're
MP3
right,
player
and she
belongs
comes
to.
up and
Yeah. No, she's like foaming at the mouth. Like
like
I'm like, girl, do we need to give you some
but like when she's
privacy?
like trying to dance, like
Yeah.
everyone's recording her, it's like that's not what it
She's
looks
like,
like you're doing.
I love to dance. And
Like
she's like,
convulsing practically, like she is literally like
oh my gosh, the actress who played her, she nailed it on the head. Like
no,
that
yeah,
was
like
so
it
good.
was so
It's so
it
funny.
was it's honestly it is a funny movie.
It's a great movie. It
No,
really is.
yeah.
I'm excited to
It
show my
is.
future daughter
It
this
is,
movie
yeah,
one
and I
day.
can and I can see why again. Like it is honestly really funny, and for all of its like modern is it's great for what it does.
Mhm.
It's a fun story. It's honestly a nice little even a coming of age story in a little way.
It
Like
is, yeah.
it is. It's an enjoyable movie. I'm not saying it's like a super duper solid
Amazing
movie.
movie,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's not
It's
something
so
I
funny.
would.
I give you 500 Days of Summer and then this movie.
Yeah, no, like it was. But I mean, yeah, no, it was good. I can. It's definitely not a thing I would consider a classic at all. But
You
I
wouldn't
mean,
consider this a classic?
no, not at all.
You know what? I mean, that's not an unpopular opinion. A lot of people
Not compared to
consider,
a lot of other movies out
for
there.
sure, a
Yeah.
lot of people consider the one with Hilary Duff a classic. I mean, I don't hate that one. I think it's just I didn't grow up watching that one. I
Right.
grew up watching this one.
Right.
So,
Exactly.
it doesn't have that much effect on me like it does for a lot of other people.
And my total review, I do give it 2.5 stars.
Oh, 2.5?
Yes, 2.5
Why does it knock off 2.5 stars?
because it's still because don't get me wrong, it's a fun movie, but
Mhm.
it's not this like
Cinematic
it's not even
masterpiece.
close to being like this spectacle of a thing to me. There's
Mhm.
like and again it really does feel like this like Disney Channel or like
I think you wanna
which
know
and
why
it's
I
not
think it feels that way to you because
because
it's Selena
it's
Gomez.
well right and it might even be that. But to be honest with you, I feel like if I watched the Hillary Duff one or the other one, I feel like it would all be the same to me in that kind
Mm.
of a sense
Yeah.
because like I don't see this as a movie that was in theaters. This is hard. It's hard for me to imagine that for some
I
reason.
don't think this movie was in
And my
theaters.
point exactly. Like,
But that's the thing,
do you
there's a
know what
lot
I
of
mean?
great
And
films that aren't
well,
premiered in
right. And you
theaters.
know, don't get me wrong. That's not like a staple, but
Right.
like you know what I
But
mean.
I
For
do get what you
right
mean. It's a fun movie to watch,
for
but
its
not,
era too.
yeah,
I just feel like it gets washed out. Is
right.
for compared to other things. Don't get me wrong. Again, it's great, but it does lose a few things just because again, it's a played out story too.
Right. But I
Like
feel like
you
this
know what I
version
mean?
of the modern retelling of Cinderella, I think it's so unique and great.
It is great. Don't get me wrong. Like I did really love it, but I mean, yeah, no, it's a fun watch, but it's just not really any new substance. It's not really
Yeah. You wouldn't recommend
something
this to anybody
right. But again, I can
except for other
right,
women who
right.
haven't seen it.
I'll probably give like show this to my daughter and be like, "Hey, I really like this. So here you go." Like,
I'm curious
um,
on where this ranks because remember last episode you ranked
this
the
still ranks above 27 Dresses, though. I'll give you
Oh,
that.
27 Dresses is the worst one
Bottom.
still. I mean, it's not a bad movie,
It's
but
not a bad movie, but it's
you'd watch this one over 27
yes,
Dresses.
undoubtedly so, and that says a lot given all the dance numbers. Getting into my fun facts about this movie, I actually
Mhm.
found a few. Selena Gomez went through 4 weeks of dance training, just 4 weeks before filming this.
And you know what the gag is?
Hmm.
A lot of the dance numbers in it is a doppelganger.
Which I think is really funny. Which
Yeah.
actually, funny enough, stunt doubles were used in the film quite a bit,
Mhm.
but actually not a lot of them ended up making the final take. And apparently, according to the cast, the final dance number was the most difficult to film.
Oh,
I
really?
couldn't really find out as to why. I think it was mostly due to the choreography, from what I could
Mm.
gather. like it was just hard for everyone to like like really nail down and like
Which is, I'm not a dancer,
right.
but I can do a choreography if you give it to me. I can execute it pretty well. But when I look at the dancing in this, I'm like, anybody could do
I
that.
mean,
If
it
you,
was
I mean, not
2008.
anybody,
Like,
but
you know what I mean?
right,
I don't
right.
know. Like, you know what they're like. I don't know what revolutions of dancing there are, but like, you
We
know what
also
I
don't
mean?
know
Like,
the budget. Like maybe the budget was just
right.
smaller and they couldn't hire professional dancers.
But kind of touching on what you said earlier about Alexa Demi, which don't get me wrong, obviously not as bad in this movie,
I get
but
what you're saying. I know where you're
Celie
going with
Celie
this.
was 26 during filming of this.
And Selena Gomez, I think, was what, 16?
16.
Yeah.
10
I mean,
year.
no offense, this dude has a 5 o'clock shadow.
Right.
And here's what confused me about the plot of this movie. Okay, even when I was younger, I always thought he looked significantly older than everybody.
Right. He's supposed to
Like,
be going back to high school. He's supposed to be like
exactly. So you're supposed to
finishing
be
out his senior year.
yeah. This is not an 18-year-old.
Right.
This is a senior in college,
Yeah,
maybe,
like,
but definitely not in high school.
that was actually my next thing I was going to cover is Drew
Uh-huh.
Seeley he did the singing.
Yes, for
He did
Zac
this. He ended
Efron.
up doing the singing for Zac Efron because obviously
In High School
Zac
Musical.
Efron couldn't sing. To that, the concert clips from the movie are actually just from when Drew Seeley did tour for the High School Musical like stuff.
Really?
Yeah,
I actually didn't know that.
They're just clips from when he did that tour. That's what like those are just from that. That's what his concert clips in the movie like that they show. That's just from what that is.
Oh, I see what you're saying, like the montage of when people are talking about him and coming back to town.
Literally any of it, any concert clip of his that's in the movie, that's just from when Drew Seeley was doing
the
tour.
live High School Musical tour.
Yeah.
And I remember I had a DVD of that live High School Musical tour, and I remember like so excited. I was literally 3 years old. I remember being excited to watch it, being able to, because again, I didn't know Zac Efron couldn't sing.
Right.
And then I'm like,
who the hell is this guy?
Exactly. Who is this guy? This is not Zac Efron.
This is not Troy Bolton.
Because for those who don't know, Zac Efron was like my OG like celebrity crush.
Right.
And yours was Selena Gomez.
Exactly. Which I guess double little fact for this, I didn't know. But this was filmed in Vancouver.
Oh yeah, a lot of films are filmed in Canada.
A lot of Warner Brothers, especially films. I don't know why they like to film in Vancouver.
No, there is
I think it's
a certain tax thing actually.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. It is a certain tax thing with how they film and like with on location and certain.
And also labor laws.
Oh yeah, that too.
Yeah,
because it's in a different country.
Yeah, so. Exactly. So there's different labor laws.
Right.
With it.
Exactly.
That's why when we became actors, it was so important for us to have a passport.
Right.
You know, because they were like, you need to have a passport because you'd be surprised how many times you'll go out of the country to film.
Right. But because of that, due to them filming in Vancouver, it was cold out most of for most days. And because of that, number one, you can actually see a thick layer of fog in one of the shots when she gets home, which you don't really see a lot in Los Angeles.
Well, no, not unless it rains.
Right, exactly. And then number two, because of that, the actors had to suck on ice cubes in between takes so they could keep their breath from showing on camera.
But that didn't do well because when I watch this movie, that's one of the things that I notice a lot.
See it a little bit.
I can see their breath,
especially in like anything that's basically filmed not by the school, you can kind of see it.
And also at night, you can absolutely
see it. Which it's like, damn, California's not this cold at night. Like, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's cold, but it's not that cold.
Yeah, it's not that. We're not even Nevada. It really is. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Like it's pretty funny to watch it. Like it didn't work that well, but the last thing, kind of like how you said for like the dancer, you're surprised that it took them. Well, some I don't know, maybe they had a problem with finding people for the dance, I don't know, but some of Ceelie's own family were actually extras in the dancing numbers.
Oh, so I'm an asshole.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, maybe the budget wasn't there, and it's like actually his family's also so.
Yeah, these guys just couldn't dance.
And listen, I'm not trying to shit on people who can't dance. I'm not a huge dancer either. I can't freestyle. Like I think I look stupid actually, but give me choreo and I will do it.
Right, and maybe I'm wrong about this. Maybe they had some sort of like training, and that's why they had but Ceelie's own family members were actually in a couple of the dance numbers. So yeah, And that's my fun facts for the movie.
And I like your fun facts. I feel like it's hard for me to find fun facts with your movies for some reason. And then for my movies that I assign you, it's so easy for you to find these fun little
Kind
tidbits.
of. I just Google and
I
like
mean, I Google too,
on
but
like
I don't
TikTok.
know. Maybe my Google's weird. I don't know.
I literally, what do you Google? Because I literally just Google fun facts about the filming of this show.
I literally just Google the movie fun facts.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Speaking of ranking things, out of 54 movies that are on this list, Another Cinderella Story is 33.
Okay.
Yeah, I think honestly it's ranked a little bit in the higher caliber of this list
It's like the
because
middle. Yeah.
yeah, it's ranked in the middle, honestly, mostly because of the nostalgia of it all. Like I said, I grew up watching this movie. I grew up like trying to teach myself the dance numbers. And I love I was a huge Selena Gomez fan when I was younger. I mean, I still love Selena Gomez too. And she was the only like Latina representation that we had. Her and Adrienne Bailon were like the only two that we saw on Disney Channel because we were Disney Channel kids. We weren't really Nickelodeon kids until we entered our preteen years.
Right.
But like I said, like it was just the nostalgia of it all. I that's why I love this movie so much, and I'm surprised that you never fully really watched this movie because I would watch it all the time.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I've never fully watched High School Musical either,
Instead,
but
you were just jumping on couches pretending you were a Power Ranger.
yeah.
Instead, well, I guess
Yeah.
that concludes our Forced Cinema segment. Let's
Yeah.
move on to weekly hyperfixation.
Yep.
Obviously, I'm gonna go first.
Yep.
As far as music goes, again, still obsessed with Party Next Door. I have been so hyper fixated on Party Next Door
It's just
lately. I don't
been
know.
a continued kick.
Yeah, and like I said, like I love R&B music, and I mean the specific song that I'm obsessed with right now of his is Ballin', and I love that song. When you don't listen to the lyrics, please. Don't listen to the lyrics. I like. Here's the thing. I hate when I'm like suggesting a song that I like and then people pay so much attention to the lyrics. Here's the thing. I love music sonically. I like the production of music. I like just honestly I like the producers. The vocal engineering is what I love too. Like for example, whatever it is that you're singing, like I also pay attention to the way you're singing it. Like the vocal engineering is also what I love in songs. Like and Ballin' is one of them of Party Next Door is like the song's really inappropriate when you listen to the lyrics, but I just like the falsettos and the just again like the melody. And that's also why I love music so much. It's because the vocal engineering in music is so impressive to me. Like Ariana Grande is famous for this. Like she can stack her vocals very well and has an ear to be able to harmonize with her own. Being able to harmonize with your own self is such a talent,
Right.
and I will always find that impressive. As far as watching this TV show, I'm watching Tell Me Lies. Have you heard of it?
I think I have actually.
So they just released a third season. I am just entering. I I just finished episode 5 of the second season. So good. Before also too, this is another thing. I hate having to preface things of what I watch and what I listen to because I know there's a lot of family members that listen or watch the podcast that are going to be like, "Oh my gosh, like Vanessa's kids listen and watch this stuff. That's so awful."
Whatever.
I know, we're adults. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We can do what we want.
Yeah. Like,
It is a very steamy show. There's a lot of adult tangoing going on, and I know I like hate on unnecessary adult tangoing. That's not why I watch this show though, please. Like I watch this show because it's an adaptation of a book series for one, and two, the drama of it all. Like I'm so sick and tired of seeing the same shit. I'm not shocked by a lot of plot lines in movies and shows anymore. But this show, my jaw's on the floor.
Right? Don't you love that?
I love that. And it's also filmed really well. And I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I like when storylines in TV shows or movies go back and forth. Like you get all of this chaos in the beginning, and then here's what happened. And here's
You
why we're
like
here.
that, really?
I love it. I love when like shows and movies go backwards too. There's this movie called Memento that is literally filmed backwards. And I just love it. I love piecing together a puzzle in a show, a mystery, or whatever it is. And it's just, I'm obsessed with it right now. And I highly recommend, if you're an adult, I highly recommend
You're
I highly recommend it. It's such a good show. Again, very steamy, so viewer discretion
right.
advised. But I'm obsessed. I'm truly obsessed with it. Finished off what I've been hyper fixated on. What about you?
I mean, as far as like anything goes in general, as like music especially, hasn't been a particular like kick on like any type of like really certain genre.
Mm-hmm.
There's just been like a few songs that I've just been like, God damn, like you know
Yeah.
what I
Uh
mean?
huh.
Like, which one of them unreleased, "No Need to Worry" by Daniel Caesar featuring Claro.
Oh, I never heard of that song.
It's amazing. It's literally like this song of like he's literally talking about like God and like
Mm-hmm.
how he is and like how he feels that he is like this broken man
Mm-hmm.
and that he needs to be like saved. Like the lyrics are like,
Mm-hmm.
"Here I am, like I'm stressed out, I need
Mm-hmm.
a friend."
Oh, I'm gonna
Like
cry. That's
it's
so
such a
deep.
beautiful song.
You look like you're gonna
I
cry.
am. The song almost makes me want to cry because like it shows like this vulnerability, like I don't know, like lack thereof as like a human
Mm-hmm.
of feeling like that you've been emptied out and that you have like fallen to your knees. I need my savior. This moment of surrender and that you can do that, and that's why the song is literally called like "No Need to Worry"
Right.
because it's about that surrendering to God and
Mm-hmm.
like that ideal of just like
Having faith in something that you
right,
can't feel, something you
exactly,
can't touch,
exactly, and
or
like
physically,
right, and
can't.
like talking about the sacrifice that was made for me. It's like having that realization of like this was done for me. I'm like this. I'm just this human. Like it's such a deep. So I love it.
I was looking.
Release it. If you haven't heard that song, go listen to it. It's beautiful. Next one, "Blame" by Calvin Harris.
Oh my gosh, I've been in a dance electric pop kick too a little bit.
"Blame" by Calvin Harris has some of the most beautiful like synths in music
Mhm.
that in my personal opinion. It is so good.
Mhm.
Like, yeah, no, like that song I think is if you are on a late night drive and you play like "Blame" by Calvin Harris, you're on the freeway, you're going like 85,
Mhm.
windows down on like a summer night. God, is that such a good feeling. I
Yeah.
like highly recommend. Next one that I actually discovered this last like couple of weeks
Mhm.
is a song called "Jane" by the Long Faces. I've never heard of this band, but like this song, like so good. For me, I like songs, and it can just be. It's just I like them for one of a few reasons. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
there can be a song where I like the lyrics a lot more than I'm like liking a few other things, or is a song where I'm liking the beat and like the melody more than I am the lyrics or whatever.
Mhm.
Like you know what I mean? This song is like definitely a one that I can say I like a lot of both. The song is kind of about him talking about this girl taken advantage of in like I guess in some sort of like way,
Mhm.
and because of the people around that liked her so much, even
Mm.
though she was like this great person, but because of the people's choices around her, she
Mhm.
felt the effects of that and was thereby damaged for it.
I see.
So like that, it's a very good song. The other one that I've had on this list, I've like had on repeat quite a bit. It's called "Float On" by Modest Mouse, which it came out
Mm.
a while ago, and it's weird because when I heard this song, it felt like I had heard it before, but I
Mhm.
couldn't tell where. It just felt like it was like a
Yeah.
memory from like my or something. And it's literally just a song about like you just like laugh things off and like it's all gonna be fine. Like
Yeah.
like it's a very upbeat and like happy song about how life just kind of happens sometimes
Mhm.
and you're gonna be fine. That's what I really like about it. Because for me, that's what I attach to songs, especially is emotion
Right.
of like how this like makes me feel of what emotion I feel is resonating in this,
I see.
and that this song definitely plays a big part in like my like I'm feeling good, like this is like I'm like very optimistic about life. Another one that I guess I kind of like discovering, I forgot this song exists. I like grazed by it. It's "Crying Lightning" by Arctic Monkeys. It's literally talking about this like this girl of being this emotional pit
Mhm.
that he's just trying to get away from,
Right.
and it's very real experience. Like, I mean, like very, very on the nose there. And
Mhm.
speaking of Arctic Monkeys, I didn't know this. The lead singer actually has like released his own music. Alex
Yeah.
Turner. I didn't
Mhm.
know that. And speaking of with that, this next song that I'm mentioning is called "Sweet Dreams TN,"
Uh-huh.
and it's by the Last Shadow Puppets.
Uh-huh.
I first heard this song and I was like, this is Arctic Monkeys. Like,
Uh-huh.
this is Arctic Monkeys. What are we even? Gun to my head, I would have said this was Arctic Monkeys.
Uh-huh.
Then obviously I saw that the name. I'm like, it wasn't. I was like, who is this? Like, you know
Uh-huh.
what? I did a little bit of deep diving, and this is like this. It's a super group that was
Mm.
formed from that was formed by like the lead singer of Arctic Monkeys, Alex Turner,
Mhm.
and the lead singer of another band at the time. It was like formed in like 2007 or something, I guess. It's literally like this indie version of like Odd Future, basically. So if you haven't listened to any of their stuff, I especially recommend Sweet Dreams TN
Mhm.
by the Last Shadow Puppets. It is honestly really good. It's an it again, gun to your head, you would be like, this is an Arctic Monkey song. So if you're
Yeah.
looking for more Arctic Monkeys that isn't the Arctic Monk, like just go look at the Last Shadow Puppets, or just go look at what Alex Turner himself has just released under himself. And my final song that because I really don't have like
Oh my
much,
God,
well, because I
Marcus.
don't have much media to talk about,
Oh,
so that's
uh-huh.
but is "It's My Ego" by Ice Cube.
Oh.
It's actually a newer song that he released. It was like I can't remember if it was this last year or in
Mhm.
2024,
Mhm.
but this man still got it. Like
Yeah.
I do not. This is like a good song. You could tell me this was released like in 2000 or like in like late 90s. I'd believe you. His flow and just like rhythm throughout this song, so good. If you haven't heard it, go listen to it. But yeah, that is what I've been obsessed with this week.
That concludes our 6th episode
Yeah,
of today's podcast. Thank you,
yeah,
everyone, for tuning in. Please subscribe,
of
like, and
course.
comment. I know we haven't really been saying that towards
Yeah.
the end because, again, we don't really care
Oh,
about numbers, but
and just for reference, we're wearing Cowboys gear, which we
okay.
have not mentioned this throughout the entire episode.
The reason why we are wearing our Cowboys gear is because, well, for those who don't know, we are Cowboys
And
fans
of
and
course,
we're just football fans in general. But um,
today's Super Bowl.
yeah, today
Yeah,
is the Super Bowl at the time that we are filming this. So
yeah,
we look forward to talking about the performances
yeah.
that's going to
Definitely,
happen today,
you guys will be hearing about that.
next episode.
Yeah, next episode. So
So that's
two
why.
weeks
And
after
we
the
were
Super Bowl.
raised to just still represent our team, even though our team's not in the Super Bowl. I mean, I think it's a football thing, or maybe
It
it's just
is.
our
I mean,
family thing.
no,
Is
I
it?
think that's more of a football thing.
Oh,
You just
okay.
wear your favorite team's jersey.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say I don't know if I didn't know other people did this. So,
yeah. I think people do.
but yeah, for Cowboys
Yeah.
fans, please keep your hate comments to yourselves. Get over it. It's really
But
not that serious.
yeah,
But yeah,
yeah. That has
thank.
been episode 6, and hope you all enjoyed. And we will see you in the next one.
See you in the
Yeah.
next one.
Bye.
Bye.